Hello there, children.
Hey, Chef.
Ooh, call the doctor.
You mean this entire time, all you've wanted to do is play Baldur's Gate 3?
Yeah, what'd you think I was trying to do?
We thought you were trying to set up some elaborate system to get back to your universe.
I ain't no quantum astrophysicist. The fuck I know about how the multiverse works.
Wow, it really is Cartman.
Thanks for having me. Thanks for your patience, because it's been a while. I mean, you wanted to do this some time ago, but schedules are hectic and life be lifing. So,
yeah. For all of us. I mean,
yeah.
we all had different.
So thank you for your patience.
Yeah, no problem. You too. Well, I guess we can get right into it. So you are the official title of the character is like Panderverse Cartman.
Yes.
South Park joining the Panderverse Paramount Plus special. It's one of the last Paramount specials they did. And how did you find out about the role? And what was that? How was the submission process? And how did you react when you got the part?
So I actually got the audition notice through my agent.
Okay.
Typical Hollywood stuff, right? You have the agents, you get auditions, and then they submit you, and then when you get the notice that you've been, invited to audition, the preparation was basically because the role was strong African American female. That's what it said. It didn't say Panderverse Cartman. It didn't say Cartman. It was just like South Park role, Panderverse South Park, project, and then role strong African American female. And I'm like, okay, totally, that's me. They had some lines we had to read. Most of the lines actually were from the bus stop scene. Once I actually watched it, I'm like, okay, because it was like, who you calling fat, you heathen bitch, right? So it was like those lines literally were the lines from the bus stop scene. But on the notice, like it was like woman 1, woman 2, woman 3. So literally, I had no idea it was for Cartman, Kenny, Cal, Stanley, like no idea, because it literally was written down like woman,
Interesting. Okay. Yeah, they probably have, they try to keep some stuff secretive, I'm sure.
I'm sure, just like every other project,
Yeah.
But it wasn't probably until like the third session that I actually knew that I was doing Cartman's character, because when they handed me the sides, it said, Cartman at the bottom, and it said Janeshia. And I'm like, hell yeah. That's what I'm talking about. I'm like, that's what I'm talking about. Had no idea what it was going to be about, but I'm like, hell yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah, because at a certain point you'd have to know, because that's how you get into character.
Exactly. Yeah. But so like after like doing the initial audition, I sent in, the audio. Then they contacted my agent back and said, hey, like that was great. Like, can Janeshia do like these lines? So then it was like a couple other lines, and I'm like, okay, this is cool. So I'm equating this to like a callback, So
yeah.
So that happened, and then maybe like 2 weeks, 3 weeks later, because I actually contacted my agent like, hey, have you heard back from the South Park people? And she's like, oh, well, no, let me follow up. I'm like, hello, why I need to remind you to follow up with these people? Like, what are we doing here? So then, like, what the fuck? Needless to say, I'm not with them anymore.
Okay.
But I'm like, what are we doing? Like, follow up. So then she finally like followed up, and then I was actually walking out of an ADR session for a movie that I did, and I got the call from Daryl Sankton, who you see is like the producer, one of the producers from the project. I think she's like the casting director too. And she's like, hey, Janeshia, this is Daryl from South Park. And I'm like, I'm like hella nervous. I'm like, yes. She's like, I want to know if you're able to come in for another session. Literally in my head, I'm like, another session? Like, to say another would mean like I booked this shit. So I'm like, hell yeah, absolutely win. And so literally that day, maybe 3 to 4 hours later, I was in West LA, Santa Monica, and recording that extra session.
Something really weird is going on. I keep having the same dream that I'm a fat little white boy.
You ain't white, but you definitely fat.
This is serious, Cal. It's more than a dream. It's becoming like real now.
Wow, that's amazing. That must have been really
No.
exciting. Are you a big fan of the show?
Yeah.
I mean, you have the
Yes,
shirt,
Sarah,
obviously.
hello.
I mean,
Yes.
I know, but people who are watching might not know.
I'm a super fan of the show. Like, I grew up watching South Park. Me and my twin sister could recite songs, and Ryan Boitano's song and Terrence and Phillip. Like, we loved it. I grew up watching it, and to this day I still watch it. I'm super excited for the new season to come out.
Yeah, hopefully it'll stop getting delayed.
Well, apparently it's July 23rd, so
Yeah.
literally the day of preview night for San Diego Comic-Con. So,
Oh.
so I'm
Yeah.
just like, okay, come on, y'all. I'll be waiting because did you guys see the trailer?
Yes, it's amazing.
Right?
Yes.
I was like, this is crazy.
Yeah, that was like the coolest teaser I think I've ever seen them do. Because they don't normally do teasers anyway.
No, legit, right? Joining the Panderverse teaser was absolutely amazing.
Oh, that's true too. When because for those specials they have a little bit more lead time to be able to do that. Yeah.
Yes.
But that one was good too.
Super good. I'm
Of
like,
course.
hell yeah. But no, that teaser was awesome. I'm like, okay, I'm here for this.
Mhm.
I'm here for this.
Yeah, for sure. Another question I had about so more about like the recording process of when you were on the show. Did you get to see like once you're actually doing the job, did they show you the character design or anything like that?
So I did not see my character at all until probably like the last session.
Okay.
I didn't see anything. I would be in there, doing the lines. Bruce and Lydia were the engineers. They're freaking amazing. And I didn't see my character. But one day, I don't know, I think it was maybe like session 6 or 7, because I did 9 sessions.
Wow.
So, yeah, 9. And so I think maybe it was probably around like session 6 or 7. I was walking out and I was like, who is that? And they were like, that's Butters. And I was like, what? I was like, what the hell is going on in here? And so I was like, wow, this is going to be interesting. And I was like, so then I started being like, wait, what do I look like? What did they make me look like? And it probably was like session 8 or 9 when I was walking out, and they have like this viewing area where their entire team can like watch what has been recorded, and it's already been like dubbed into the character and the animation and stuff. I mean, they have a whole process over there, and their team is like by far like the best. How they work and stuff. Yeah, how they work and put out stuff. Like you're doing it, like you're recording your lines in the studio, and then someone's doing whatever they got to do with the animation, and I mean, it's amazing, right? And so I'm walking out, and then I see, it was the hallway scene at the school when I'm walking down, and it was just like on that face, and I was like, who is that? They're like, that's you, Janeshia. You funny as. I was like. I'm like, that's what's up. That's what's up. Yeah.
Holy shit, you guys. I fucking told you this was happening, didn't I?
What was happening?
I told you I was having all these dreams that I was a fat little white boy, and you guys are all white boys too, and now look, y'all actually turned into them.
Such a cool feeling. And now you're cosplaying as her. I've seen you at the cons. Yeah.
Yeah, I've done it a couple times, and I actually have seen 2 people do it.
Oh, awesome.
Which was awesome.
That must be very flattering.
Yeah, it was amazing. Like, I did it first, LA Comic-Con. So this came out with 2023. So I did it that LA Comic-Con. The character, sourced everything from Amazon and things like that, and I think I already had the shirts and the tights and things like that. But yeah, it was awesome. And then I do a lot of Comic Cons, and I've seen like 2, literally 2. I always see my crew, right, Kenny and Stan, but to see the Panderverse Cartman is kind of awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's probably more of a deep cut too, because it's not as mainstream of a character, so it's pretty.
Yeah, it's really
cool.
Freaking awesome, and I know it's gonna pick up because. Yeah. I know there's going to be more is what I'm saying, because I get so many people asking about it, and Yeah. I'm sure there's people who have done it who I have not seen, but with my own eyes, I've physically, visually seen two people, and I'm like, wow.
So cool.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
And then so when you're in the studio, what was your experience like overall? Like what was working with the crew like? What was the recording process like? Did you get to work directly with like Trey directing you, or was it more like other people and you just hear his voice? I know he like records the lines himself a lot of the time, and then people just kind of overdub what he's doing.
Yeah, so I never got a chance to be, how should I word this? So they're always going to be like, right, directors, and this is their thing. South Park is Trey and Matt's thing. But Bruce is like the engineer, so he's in there in the studio while you're recording, helping you with giving you the direction, and direction that he's probably getting notes from Trey and Matt as well. But they are so dialed in. I'm not coming in there recreating a new quote unquote character, right? Cartman has been around for 26, now going on 27 seasons. I'm adding the Janeshia flair to this African American strong version of Cartman, right? So I still keep his nuances, I still keep his timing, like and Bruce and Lydia also were there to give the direction, the tonation and modulation for all of that, right? So for instance, like Cartman has a way where he says "God damn it," right? Like we can say "God damn it" all day long, but there's a way he says like "God damn it," like his timing and things. So it was awesome getting that, A1 direction to make sure that I stayed true to the character. Because again, this is a character that I grew up watching, so I want to make sure that I'm doing it complete justice. The fan base is gonna let you know.
Yeah.
Gonna let you know if you did it, if you killed it, if it was horrible. And I'm just very happy with what I brought, what I was able to be brought out of me with the direction, because the response was overwhelming. Everyone's like, you killed it, you nailed it, even how you said Cal's name, like all of that, like even how you did, they were just like, wow, it was a huge take, and I don't know, it was dream come true.
Holy shit, you guys, I fucking told you this was happening, didn't I?
Whenever you can work and be a part of something that you grew up watching and have like memories attached to, and it's just a huge blessing. And I'm like, wow, yeah, it was awesome. It was awesome. Every time I drove down to Casa Bonita, I was like, what a blessing.
I bet.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm really happy for you.
Oh, thank you. Yeah. Now I need them to bring me back.
Yeah. Hopefully, yeah. They worked with you enough. They should remember you, and like, if they liked working with you, you never know. Like,
oh my God, yeah. It's always a method to the madness, right? And I'm just like, Panderverse Cartman, she needs her own little like thing.
Yeah, or even for, even if they don't bring that character back, maybe there's something else. There's people who come and go and doing different characters, and
so true.
If they did 9 sessions with you, then yeah, like they know you. So
for sure, and if they don't, they will, because I consistently email them.
Oh, good for
I'm
you.
consistently reaching out. I'm like, hey, Daryl.
That's good. That's great. Yeah, hopefully they'll bring you back. That'd be really cool.
Yeah. I'm probably gonna email her again right after we finish.
Cool. Yeah, tell them you're on this podcast and a million people saw it, and you're so popular.
Like, everybody wants Panderverse Cartman to be back.
Yeah, you're in demand. Do you have a favorite episode of the show?
Yes, I have a favorite 2 episodes of the show. So, the first one would be when Butters worked at Raisins.
Oh, that's a great one, yeah.
Yeah, that's like my favorite. And then my tied for favorite would be when Cartman finally realizes why Token is actually called Token. Like,
oh yeah, the big fix.
Black,
that was that episode was very special. That was that was a standout.
That
it was
episode had me hunched over, crying, like, bruh. And it's like, everyone's like, yeah, that's why it's Token. It's like, what the hell? Like, that shit was hilarious.
Yeah, it's not often that you get like you gaslight your entire audience.
Literally, because I have to be honest, I was in the population of people who was like, "Oh, it's Token because he's like the token black kid." Like,
I mean, yeah, I mean that was the joke originally, and they were kind of
yes,
they were like,
they
no,
flip
that
it
we
and
it's always
switch it, and I mean the way they play with you, you know.
yeah, and they went back and like changed the name and all of
Everything,
the closed captioning on all the
everything.
previous episodes.
Yes,
Like they
everything.
covered their
It's
tracks.
genius. It's
So good.
genius. It's absolutely genius.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like I love it when there's a joke that kind of transcends the show and it just becomes a huge thing, like bigger thing. Like,
Right.
yeah, that was a
Yeah.
great one. That's a great one to tie for favorite.
Yeah.
For sure.
Get out of my room!
You have to be cool to me, Cal. PC principal says so.
I don't care! All this multiple universe stuff is tired and lazy, and we are not doing it anymore!
Boys, we need to help Disney put our universe back together. Where's Eric Cartman?
So I know you're like a multi-hyphenate, as you mentioned in your book. You're a writer, you're an author.
Yes.
I want to let you talk about your book. I also, before we transition into that, I know you do like multiple other things, but for voice acting, is that something that you do, that you have done before and you do every once in a while? It's like part of your wheelhouse, or like how often do you do that? Do you consider yourself a voice actor?
Absolutely. So what's so funny is that in this industry, it's very important that as an artist, you create the box or non-box that you're going to be in, right? Because people will soon forget. I started off in this industry. My first job was in 1998. Like,
Wow.
do the math. We're in 2025, right? And so I actually was doing voiceover when I was an on-air radio personality for Clear Channel San Francisco. They don't even have Clear Channel anymore. It's now iHeartRadio. So I was doing voiceover. I was doing commercials on air for many advertisers. And yeah, so absolutely, I'm a voice actor. I'm an actress. I'm a best-selling author. I'm an Emmy-nominated stunt woman, an actor. So I always like to tell people, like, I'm a multi-hyphenate. You guys don't complain to M. Night, who's like one of my favorite directors, when he has his name as writer, producer, director. No one complains to Denzel when he's the writer, producer, director. So you're damn sure not going to complain to me when I tell you I'm a voice actor, actress, Emmy-nominated stunt woman, and best-selling author, and former professional wrestler. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
So,
yeah.
So absolutely. I've been a multi-hyphenate, and I continue to do all those different things. I take auditions constantly. I'm auditioning, whether it's for voice acting, whether it's for stunts or acting,
And that's kind of what you have to do in this industry, because it's so
absolutely, it's my job.
Yeah, it's so feast or famine. Like it's always good to have multiple skill sets, because you just never know where work is going to dry up and when there's going to be an abundance of work. And yeah, you have to be adaptable. So sounds like you're definitely
and I've been doing it for a while. I mean, I'm fluent in ASL, so I've been in ASL. I've had literally a role as ASL interpreter on many different primetime shows. So, you don't know where your skills and talents would come from. Part of how I got into stunts was because I was always a jock on different commercials or films, and someone was like, "Hey, you're an athlete. Like, you should do stunts." I didn't even know what stunts was. I started off in this industry acting. And someone's like, "Yo, your skill set, because you were a U.S. national bobsledder and you do track and all these different things, you should probably do stunts." And I was like, bingo. So you just have to actually be ready to receive the doors that open,
Yeah.
None of these jobs did I give to myself. Trust me, if I was a casting director, I would be voicing on a lot of other shit. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not, right? I'm not a casting director, so I go through the process like most of the other artists in this field. We audition, and I'm just very grateful when I book those auditions.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And do you have any advice for people who are trying to get into voice acting in particular?
Yeah, don't let the no's stop you. And I'm saying that loud and clear to everyone in the back. Like, do not let the no's stop you. Before booking South Park, I had auditions for Bob's Burger, for King of the Hill. And let me tell you, I'm praying. I'm like, God, yes, thank you. Like, King of the Hill's, like, again, another one of my favorite things, favorite animated series to watch. I was bummed out when I didn't get that. Like, bummed. And then Bob's Burger, I was like, oh my God, H. John Benjamin, hell yeah, hello, and didn't get that. So I was like super fucking bummed out, right? But I will tell you, persistence is key and never giving up is key, because you're going to hear a lot of no's, but when those yeses come, I swear to you, they are so rewarding, and the no's happen for a reason. If I would have booked, and I've said this to many people, if I would have booked Bob's Burgers or King of the Hill, one, we probably wouldn't be sitting here because it's a South Park podcast, but I would have been so forgettable. Those little one-liners, I've seen those episodes that I booked. I can't tell you the fuck voice them characters. And you can't either, because we don't know who they were. I don't know who they were, and I watch the damn shows. But I do know that me booking South Park, I have been literally cemented in South Park history. People will forever remember my name, and they will forever remember that special event. Because not only was it a special event is an understatement, it broke the internet. And so there is always a method to the madness, and things happen for a reason. And I'm so incredibly grateful to God that I booked the South Park job and not the other ones, because you guys I would not be talking to you right now. And the impact that this character had transcends so much. Being just a regular burger customer or whatever, nobody talks about them. Nobody talks about them. Like, they don't. So there's a reason for everything, and I'm just, again, so incredibly grateful for the bookings that I get, but for Trey and Matt to have, given me that chance and that opportunity to really showcase my flair, because that was so much of Janeshia. Like, Cartman is so much of me in general, like the potty mouth and, the humor, the one-liners, like all of that is so me anyway. So it was ordained and destined, and I'm, again, incredibly grateful to Trey and Matt for that.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, that sounds like it was just like meant for you.
Totally. And the other ones weren't. So anybody out there that is pursuing the profession of voice acting or anything in the industry, do not let the no stop you. Keep going. No just means not with them.
That's great. Ooh,
no means not with them.
I need to put that on a t-shirt. That's great.
And make sure you give me my credit too.
Yeah, of course.
The same way everybody like to be quoting Gary Vee and Oprah, give me my shit too. Yeah. No means not with them. That's it.
That's really good advice. That's because it can be very discouraging if you think that you have your own ideas of what you think should happen.
Correct.
And then when it doesn't happen, you focus on that and you get stuck on it, and it discourages you. But that's a great thing to remember, is
totally.
You don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. So
you have no idea. And the thing is too, that we are in an industry that is the industry of rejection, right? I think this is the top industry that rejects the most.
Probably,
and, it's like, here knows more than like any other profession. But I swear, man, if you just stay the course and if you stay persistent and just don't let the no stop you, don't get distracted by the noise, I swear, anybody out there listening, you will freaking prevail. I promise you will. If you just tell yourself that no means not with them and that success is your only option, it's going to come.
That's great. That's really inspirational. That's going to hopefully help a lot of people to hear that. Yeah. Thank you for that.
Thanks. Yeah.
And that's like, speaking of inspirational, I read this, don't wait for the period, leave at the comma, which I love that title. It's just such a unique way of conveying that thought of like, basically don't let people discourage you. Don't let people's negative thoughts like even enter your sphere, like kind of thing.
At all. Like the minute you hear that negative utterance, it is time to abort. Literally. You just cannot allow people's negativity to seep in. It just goes through your ear. It just stays there. You can't. The minute that negative utterance happens, you got to leave, because you're doing yourself a disservice if you let it. If you allow yourself to let them finish and complete that sentence or thought. How many times have we been in positions where, someone was saying something crazy and then we had to leave in the middle and you're like, what were they saying? What were they talking about? You don't know because you left. You didn't let them complete their thought. So you have no idea what the hell they were going to say. That's how you have to treat negative thoughts and negative statements that are being projected to you. You have to leave so you can be like, I don't know what the hell they were going to say. But if you would have stayed there in the middle of the chaos, now it's weighing on you. You can never erase that. You know, you can never erase that. Someone telling you what you can't do, what's too hard, you know, setting a limit over your life. You've let them complete that thought, and it is sitting with you until you leave this earth. And I'm like, no. We will not do that.
Yeah.
You would not do that.
Yeah, that's a great message. What made you decide to, like, obviously you learned so much to have this kind of wisdom to write this book. Because there's like, yeah, it's basically, it says your rule book on disengaging from negativity and taking your power back. And it is like that. It's kind of partially about autobiography kind of, but partially self-help, using your own experiences to kind of teach people how to be. I mean, I'm just talking to you, like, we can see how you exude positivity and joy, and you're also very like, you know, even if a minute ago you're like, make sure you credit me, like you take care of yourself, but you're kind about it and you're very genuine. So I just feel like this is a really good book to read, to get on your level. It's very inspirational. So do you want to talk anything you want to say about this book and what made you write it and when did you come up with the concept? And tell us about it.
Thank you for that, Sarah. So the thing is I've come across so many people across my life. So first of all, I have to give credit to my mom. I'm the way I am because of the way I was raised. I grew up in a household that could not use two words, hard or can't. Never used hard, never used can't. Till this day, people tell you they haven't heard me say those words because it was never invited into my dialogue. It was never invited. So, you know, at an early age, I would tell people, hey, like, don't speak that limitation over my life, you know? But society, I believe, has conditioned so many people to say stupid things, say limitations, and then people feel like they have to be polite and not correct them. And at a very early age, I could correct anyone on saying something that was negative or limiting. So, for instance, like, and you read the book, so you know I talk a lot about this. My life's motto is the sky is not the limit because the sky is way too low.
Yeah, and you actually signed this book for me. You were kind enough to do that, and that's what you wrote in the signature.
Yay! Because too often you'll hear people say, "Oh my God, the sky's the limit," and I remember saying to someone, "Whoa, hold on, Nelly, don't say that," because you literally spoke a limitation over my life. You thought you were being cool saying something, but you actually included the word limit, and limit literally means like you cannot go above a certain area because there are a limit. I was like, no, you have no idea what's beyond the sky, the galaxy. I mean, hell, they're still discovering planets. And you literally told me the sky's the limit, and you have no idea what's out far and beyond. Like, do not say that. You know, and I tell that to all the students, all the kids I speak to when I do these speaking engagements and stuff. Because when you train your mind that you can be anything you want to be, literally you can. But if you are constantly told, don't do that, that's too hard, oh, it's scary, they're going to get you, like, then you have shrunk the range of possibility for somebody. And so I'm really big into mindset. So I wrote that book because I came across so many people, and I had the title for a long time. For years, I've been sitting on the title. I was like, don't wait for the period, leave at the comma. Like, excuse me, I would never let you complete a negative thought over my life. I will leave at the break, right? I'll leave at the break. I can, you know, when we walk into environments, we can talk about energy, right? Energy never lies, people do. So you can feel energy from a mile away. You know when someone's getting ready to say some bullshit. You know, we all know that because like, here they go. About to be on that bullshit. Like, the same way they're on the bullshit is the same way that people are going to come on to negativity, right? And it's up for us to shut that down. And too many people ask for permission. When you ask for permission, you are not in control. And the only person in control of you is you. And that's what that's what I'm trying to give people and empower them in the book. Like, take your power back, but you don't have to ask for that. Somewhere along the way, you gave your power back. by letting people say things to you and you sit there and take it. I'm all about mindset, and it's very important that we protect what we take in because it just sits there. And so part of the reason why I wrote this book was because I came across so many people that are navigating this planet very broken. And they're broken because of what they've allowed affect them off of what someone said to them. Something that they said they couldn't do, or it was too hard. And so dreams get shattered. People's dreams really get shattered when some people say some crazy stuff that doesn't align with the purpose or plan that they wanted for their life. And so I'm like, whoa, you don't have to take that. The minute someone begins that negative utterance, disengage completely. Disengaging is probably one of my favorite words. I use it all the time. I always actually give people warning when I disengage from the conversation. I literally say disengaging, and then I leave.
Wow.
Like, there's my announcement. I'm leaving. I don't have to do this, you know, but people think that they're being polite by taking it. And I'm like, no, you're actually doing a disservice to yourself by taking it. You're actually being impolite to yourself.
Yeah, that matters.
Yeah, that's what matters. So, so that was my main motivation for that book, because I definitely know that I'm operating in my purpose and my passion. I was put on this planet to be a light, because a light is only effective in a dark place, but to also encourage, inspire, and motivate. And I do that with no limits. I'm very bold and gung-ho, and, you know, and I've had people tell me that they feel like they can fight Mike Tyson after they talk to me. And I'm like, if that's how you feel, then I'm doing my job. You know, you should feel like you should be able to take on anybody, and no one should scare you or frighten you. And especially, you should go after your dreams and your goals and your passions, you know, invest in yourself. So many people don't invest in themselves because they're too scared or whatever, because someone told them, well, that's never going to work. That's going to be a lot of money. That's going to be this and that's going to be that, you know. I remember a friend told me that they wanted to buy a house. I think I might have talked about this in the book too. You know, wanted to buy a house, and the person was telling them like, oh, that's going to be this or that's going to be that. It's like, but they don't even own a house. Like, they're renting. Like, you know, you don't take home owner advice from a renter. Like, what are we doing here? So, you know, I just want people to be empowered and know that your dreams don't cost a dime. So don't let anyone take it from you. You know, you have the power to make anything that you want happen. It's all here. It's all mindset. That's it. It's just mindset.
Yeah, so true. Such a simple message that a lot of people easily forget.
Yeah.
So where is this book available to buy if people want to buy it?
Yeah, so it's available on Amazon. It's an Amazon bestseller. I normally have my hard copy next to me that has the Amazon seal on it. Sorry, I'm like totally out of frame.
You're good.
Oh, sorry, because I have them right next to me, but this is not the one I want. Yeah. Anyway, it's available on Amazon, and then I always have hard copies with me at Comic-Cons and speaking engagements that I go to. And yeah, so go to Amazon. It's there, Amazon bestseller. And when you get it on Amazon, it'll have the bestseller seal on it. Yeah. But
that's so cool.
Go get inspired, go get motivated, go get encouraged. That book will light a fire under your ass.
Yeah, that's how it felt reading it, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, you do the multi hyphenate. You do a lot of things. Feel like stunt work is a big one though. So that's what kind of projects? I know you've done Black Panther, and you're an actual character though you're not like doubling for someone. You're like an actual.
Say the last part again.
Like, as opposed to doubling for one of the actors, you're actually one of the cast.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So well on the first. Okay, so again, multi hyphenate. So I'm an actual character. My character's name is Nomble. I'm identified by a facial tattoo over the right side of my face and the name Nomble, which means beauty. But also in the first Black Panther and Infinity War, I actually was the stunt double for the Okoye character, which is the general. Yeah, so like when she's in the casino scene, jumping down, and when Thanos does the snap, and like, you know, in that fight in the ditch with Proxima and Black Widow. So yeah, so I was doubling the Okoye character as well while I was Nomble.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. But
um
I mean, I've been an athlete my whole entire life. I grew up doing track and field. I was on the U.S. national bobsled team. And so, I started in the industry acting first, but I was doing a lot of print work. I did a lot of print for different Nike campaigns. I was always the jock on a project or a show, so someone was like, you should do stunts. Like, you're an athlete. And I was like, what the hell is stunts? Like, I didn't even know what stunts was. I didn't know
Wow.
what stunts was. And so I'm like, what is stunts? So I did research and did all that. And immediately I hired a private tumbling coach. I was like, if I'm going to do stunts, I need to make sure I have some air awareness when I'm on a wire and they're flinging me in the air and all these different things. I need to know how to do basic gymnastics. So that's why I hired him. And I learned how to do back handsprings, back tucks, wall flips, worked a little bit on trampoline, picked up fighting, so my mom always said, be a student of the sport. That's my mom always said, be a student of the sport, no matter what it is. You give 125,000%, but you be a student of that sport and see what it requires and entails. So they said stunts. I did my research. What the hell do I need to do to be a stunt person? And I picked up a martial arts, and that was Taekwondo, because I knew when I was watching action movies, they're always doing these fancy like roundhouses and spinning back kicks, and I'm like, I need to do Taekwondo. 80% kick, 20% hand. So yeah.
Wow, that's so impressive.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it feels like you've already done so much. Is there anything else you want to promote? Is there anything else that you feel like you haven't done that yet that you want to do? Like, what dreams have you not reached yet that you're still working on?
Great question. So I'm very big into vision boards. I grew up doing that. My mom was a big person about vision boards. So we always had vision boards. And so on my vision board, there are still things that have not been accomplished. I have not booked my Colgate commercial yet.
Okay.
I have not booked my film with Jack Nicholson or Morgan Freeman, because those are like two of my favorite actors, and they're getting up in age, and I'm like, come on. Like,
You gotta hurry up.
yeah. And I have not booked my leading role in an M. Night Shyamalan project. M. Night, come on, holler at your girl. And
Hopefully he sees this.
Legit, right? I stay on his Instagram too. And then two other things is to be a lead in an action franchise, right? We all know Black Panther is an action franchise and all these different things, but to be the lead, supporting character is great. There's notches, right? I'm accomplishing things. I'm going up the ladder, but at the top of my mountain says lead in an action franchise, and to be a regular on a drama series. So I've had many co-star roles on drama. I play a lot of cops on TV shows, a lot. But to be a lead or a regular on a drama series and a lead in the action franchise are like two things that are on my vision board that have not happened yet, but are coming. So, yeah.
All right. Well, you got lots of years ahead of you. So
yeah.
You've already done so much.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to promote that you're working on now or that you have done recently that you want people to know about and check out?
I would say stay active and in connection with my Instagram, because I'm always posting things, and NDAs have been signed. So, I'm not willing to lose my job over over breaking an NDA, but I do have a lot of things coming up. As you see on my Instagram, I'm always like I have 2 more Comic-Con announcements I have to make. And I have a project that I'll be working on soon. But yes, just keep in contact with me on Instagram. I'm on Instagram at Hollywood Lady J. That's Hollywood LADY, the letter J. But you will see me at San Diego Comic-Con, you guys. Come down. I'm signing autographs, photo ops. I'm busting out new items like I always do for San Diego Comic-Con. I'm a part of panels, and that's July 23rd through the 27th. And then at the San Diego Comic-Con, I think I have Long Beach Comic-Con coming up. I have Magic Valley Comic-Con coming up in Idaho. I will be at NovaCon in the Bay Area. I have things coming up, you guys. So yeah, stay tuned, stay posted. Imperial Valley Comic-Con I have coming up. Yeah, Rose City Comic Con in Portland. Oh my God, yes. So I have all these Comic Cons. So yes,
Wow,
yeah.
crazy.
Thank you. And
um,
LA Comic Con. I cannot forget LA Comic Con. Yes.
yes, I'll be there. I thought I might get my industry badge this year. Actually,
Oh hell yeah!
I
Let's
applied for
go.
one, so we'll see.
Let's
Um,
go.
yeah.
And I will be speaking of LA Comic Con. I will actually be moderating and on the South Park female voices of the Panderverse
Oh.
panel that they finally accepted. Thank God.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yes, it's awesome. And I also submitted that panel to San Diego Comic Con, but they said no. But I'm now figuring out kind of why they said no, although I don't feel like they should have said no. It's because Matt and Trey are doing their panel.
Yeah.
But what the hell does that have to do with the female voices of the Panderverse panel? I mean,
Yeah, maybe it's too competitive or just, I don't know.
but there's no competition.
Yeah, there
I don't get
isn't.
it.
I'm just trying to think of what they might be,
Yeah,
what logic they might be using.
Yeah, so San Diego Comic Con, I feel like they like failed us on that because why not? They do all these million. I mean, how many more Star Wars panels can there be? Jesus
Yeah.
Christ, you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, and they're doing a whole fan experience the whole weekend.
yeah, South
too,
Park's
so-
doing a whole fan experience. So why not have had this panel there to add to that? You know what I'm saying? This doesn't make sense, but whatevs.
I really want to go to that panel, but I didn't get a badge for Comic-Con. So
Oh.
I'm trying to see. I have a friend who might be able to get me in on Thursday at least for the panel. So
Yeah, because their panel, I think it's what 6:45 or it's the evening
Yeah.
time. Yeah,
Yeah.
the fan experience is Friday and Saturday. So I hope you do get in. Yeah.
yeah, I'm trying, working on it.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
that's
it's
exciting.
good. Yeah.
Yes, definitely. Yeah, that's all super exciting.
Yeah.
I think that was all my questions. Did you say everything you needed to say?
Yeah. No, I'm.
Did you have
again,
anything, Ryan?
Yeah. Like,
I'm just watching.
It's
I'm the
just like,
I'm the editor. I'm listening to everything she's saying. I need to get your book.
yes. Oh my God. It's so. It's literally Since I have y'all, and for everybody, again, it's on Amazon. But I'm gonna read like the little blurb here in the back. Okay.
Yeah, go for it.
Whenever people come up to me, I always tell them, I give them a synopsis, right? A very Cliff Notes version of the book. And then I say, hey, look at it because my book has pictures. And so the theme behind, like, I'll tell you the process of how I was when I was making this book. I was like, class is in session. I'm teaching you a lesson, right? I'm teaching you a lesson on how to get your power back. I'm teaching you a lesson on mindset over everything. And so in the book, each chapter title is written on a chalkboard. Okay, I want to show you this.
Yeah.
Like, I put so much detail. Like, so everything's written on the chalkboard, right? So this is rule number 7, play fair morals, right? But the rules are the chapters, okay? And then on the back of the book, I wanted it to look like how your locker did when you were in school, right? You had Post-its and things like that. So it's a theme around this. Like, I'm giving you tools. It's very much a self-help book, very much in the motivation field and all of that, and self-enhancement, improvement. But on the back, on the clipboard of our little blocker, it says, too often people allow others to speak negative words, opinions, thoughts, and ideas over their life. They sit there and take the junk and crap people give them, knowing it's contradictory to their dreams and goals. You don't have to take that shit no more. I say no more. You're doing yourself a disservice by receiving it. Why allow them to make it all the way to the period when you can leave at the comma? So I say, you don't have to wait for the period. You can leave at the comma. Boom.
Wonderful.
Boom. And there's pictures in there because I don't just tell you this. If I give you like examples and like there's pictures of like me winning, like there's me when I was on the U.S. National Bobsled team. I even have a letter in there that I wrote to myself when I was like 14 years old and what I said I was going to accomplish. And I did. Oh, here it is. I actually have this from when I was like 14 years old. And we photocopied it and put it in there. So it's very much inspiring and self-help. But before I leave y'all, I want to show you guys what somebody made of my character on South Park. A bobblehead.
Wow.
Oh my God.
That's awesome.
So that's just somebody just made that for you?
Yeah. I'm thinking about selling it and signing it, but I haven't decided yet.
No, keep it. It's only one.
Yeah,
Yeah. So Panderverse Cartman.
Oh my god, that's so cool.
Look
wow,
at the
that is
detail.
great.
Yeah.
Is it like 3D printed?
No, it's handmade with like clay or whatever.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
Yeah, it's handmade. Like, I mean, look at the detail of the hair,
That is incredible. Wow.
eyes, the freaking bow.
Was it just a fan that made that?
Yeah.
Wow. That's so
Wow.
cool. That's like they're very talented. Yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah, legit, right? So maybe I'll save it for a long time and then I'll do like an auction or something. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean you could
Yeah.
good idea. If you don't want
Yeah.
to if you didn't want to keep it.
It's only one of these, you know?
So yeah, stay tuned for an auction announcement too on our
Yeah,
Instagram.
Stay tuned. I'm sure somebody will want this. I'd autograph the back
Oh, yeah.
too. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But
Yeah.
Can you believe that? Yeah. So
That's-
I mean the detail's amazing.
That's
Yeah.
incredible. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna ask. I remember you posting videos of like footage of you recording in the studio.
Yeah.
Do you think
Yeah.
you could send that to us, and then maybe we can like kind of show that during the podcast?
Oh my
like,
god,
cut to little
totally.
things?
Yeah.
Okay.
I took so much video in there. Matter of
That's
fact,
awesome.
it's crazy because I thought I had hold on, can I get out of frame really quick?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, you're an editor, yeah.
Yeah, he's gonna edit this.
It's just like okay. So, and then you can, do it. So, since this is a podcast for South Park, I figure I could share with you one of my scripts, because I have all of them.
Oh.
Well, I have all of them except for one. The one day that was like so fun or whatever, they took it. But 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, yeah. So, like I said, I've said this a couple times on interviews. So, you know how it was like one long special? It originally was supposed to be 2 separate episodes. Yeah. And the one episode was going to be called Billionaire Handyman, and the other one was going to be called Joining the Panderverse. And I think
okay. So
seeing that, you can kind of see how it worked. But again, this is why Trey and Matt are such geniuses. Like, the impact that they had by making it 1 hour long special was just absolutely amazing. I just don't think it would have hit the same if it was 2 separate episodes.
Mhm.
So it was awesome. So let's look at which one. Okay. I'll show you guys this one. This is like one of the ones. This is one of the early ones where I like freaked out. I think this is when I found out that I was Cartman.
Okay.
So this was here's one of my scripts. And then at the bottom you can see Janeshia Cartman.
Oh, okay. It's just like they just scribbled it like a note. Okay.
Yeah. And so then and then all the other ones, and that ain't my writing. So, and people know that ain't my writing. And here's another one. See, so I just showed you one that said Billionaire Handyman. Here's the one that says South Park Joining the Panderverse. And then boom, Janeshia Cartman.
That's
Such
amazing.
a fucking mic drop. I'm just saying, it's such a mic drop. Like, literally. And then this is what I do with a lot of all my scripts. I'm scribbling, writing notes and doing all that. But, again, shout out to the South Park team. Like, I could work for them any day of the week. They are just absolutely amazing. Dream come true. Been a blessing to me, by getting the booking. But here's an early one. So look at this. Right here it says, powerful black woman. Powerful black female. And then, fuck you, mom. You see?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's just awesome.
My save game. I'm already like 50 hours in the Baldur's Gate 3, but it's saying that I have to start a new game. Do save games not cross between multiple universes?
Save games don't even cross between PCs and PS5s. Why would they cross between multiple universes?
When we're all sitting at the table and I'm drinking, I don't know, hot chocolate, right? And we're at lunchtime. And then I recite the credit card number. So there was the credit card number in there, right? And so we did it, like 385, 329. I do it all the time. I use it all the time, or whatever, however that scene went. And so I'm recording it in the session, and I'm going down, the different lines of Bruce. And then they get, Bruce comes in and says, like, hey, so here's a new line, and it's the credit card number. And he's like, I'm like, oh, it's the credit card number. He's like, yeah, but Matt took away one number.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So it's
Yeah.
like, it's that small little thing that will change like a cadence and how it's read. It's to your point, what you're saying, like just something small, right? I just did that line, and then they came back with like, let's take out one of those numbers. It's stuff like that sets them apart from everybody else.
Yeah, very detail oriented.
Correct. Yeah.
Yeah.
And this is why they're entering their 27th season. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll work for them any day of the week.
So it was a good, like, it was a good environment to work in, and like everyone was really cool and it was fun. You had a good time.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't really get a chance to, well, I was going to say I didn't get a chance to like hang out because it wasn't that type of thing, because they're working, but I got a chance to talk to the girls because we would be waiting sometimes in the lobby.
Oh, okay.
We get together, right? So we chit chat and stuff like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Early on. They're like, oh, like, and I'm like, oh, I'm Cartman. And they're like, oh my God, So that was really cool hanging with them. And there might have been twice where we recorded in the evening. And so like they provided food. Like we got a chance to have lunch. And then we went into a meeting area that had all of the characters on the wall. And it's just great. I think I actually posted a video of that. And I'll send that to you. And I'm taking pictures next to Cartman. Yeah. But
amazing.
The person I saw the most were the engineers and the producer engineers, Bruce and Lydia, because they're in the studio on the other side, giving the direction, making sure it's right. Hey, okay, say it again or deliver it again. And I did see Trey and Matt, and Trey came in, I think it was our last day, and was like, hey, I just want to thank you guys. You guys are amazing, and that was really cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah, but I saw them a couple times. Yes, Matt always has that hat on. Somebody asked me, does he wear a hat? I'm like, yeah, he had a hat. It was green. Every time I seen it, it was a green hat. I'm like, yes, he had a hat.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah. Yeah, really cool, though. They're awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, that's, wow.
Yeah.
A very sought after experience, I'm sure.
Yeah.
You got to have. That's really, really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's another, she's become a friend of mine now, actually, but there's another voice actor who did Alexa in the post-COVID specials, and that she said yes to interviewing with us too. We haven't interviewed her yet, but
oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, I've heard all about her experience too, and yeah, similar. Like they kept calling her back in because they kept rewriting, so she did a bunch of sessions too, like that.
Yeah, yeah, so good. Yeah. Love it.
So love hearing stories like that, and it's all same thing. Like she was a big fan of the show, so she like screamed when she heard that she got the part. So yeah, it's
and I mean, it was one of those things. It was like, wait, South Park? Like just seeing the audition notice, like South Park, because there's recycled names all over the place, but it was like South Park and it said voiceover, and I'm like, oh, this is the real South Park. So cool. It was destined. Cartman was meant for me.
Yeah. I have to say, like, I was watching that, like, you stood out over the others. For me personally, I thought, like, oh, whoever's doing Cartman is, like, really nailing it. Because I was thinking that while I was watching it, because you had the cadence down for sure. Like, it felt like Cartman, even though the voice was different. But you still have, like, a rasp to your voice.
Yes.
That worked really well.
That's me naturally. Yeah. And it's just, I always tell people, because even I did radio. I did on-air radio. I was an on-air radio personality. So I always tell people, my voice is like if Macy Gray and Miley Cyrus had a baby.
Yeah.
and mix in a little Ryan Seacrest in there, just a little, the high energy.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
that would be me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's amazing how everything you've done in the past just like perfectly leads up to an opportunity like that.
Totally.
Like, yeah,
Totally.
that's similar with Delilah. She grew up mimicking the like computer voices, like of the like Macintosh computers when she was a kid. She always used to imitate that, and so she's always done
Wow.
she always had like a AI assistant kind of voice
Yes.
to
Yes.
do. And so when
Yes.
Alexa came up, she was like, "Oh, I got this," and
I got
she-
this.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's awesome, man. Yeah. So look, people, don't ever give up and keep going. You don't know what you're doing now that might be your ticket into the door for 4 months from now.
Yep.
You know, you don't know. But yeah, thank y'all again, literally, for having me. Thank you for being patient, because schedules was crazy. We were supposed to do this a long time ago, but timing is everything, and everything works out for a reason. So yeah, and it's thank y'all. And
Yeah,
I
thank
wish
you.
that I wasn't still under my allergy thing, because I could have done more of what I had to do. But yeah.
Well, maybe you'll come back another time, and
Yeah.
you're always welcome back. It was a delight to talk to you, and we're
Okay,
really
yeah.
glad that you took time out of your busy schedule. You're probably a lot busier than we are to come and do this. So thank you so much.
Yeah, thank y'all. I
Thank
appreciate
you.
it. See you at San Diego Comic-Con, maybe. Definitely LA
I hope
Comic-Con.
so. If I get in, I will definitely come around to your booth.
Yes.
But I'll
yes.
see you at LA Comic Con either way, and like I'll check out that panel. That sounds really cool.
Yeah, the panel's gonna be awesome. But again, for y'all, San Diego Comic-Con, I'll be signing autographs, photo ops, and everything up at Sales Pavilion Thursday through Sunday, 10 to 2:30 p.m. Thank y'all.
All right, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, yo, bitch, you killed Kenny.
You fat hoe!